Hello Libra, Libra Rising, Libra Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting June 12th, 2017. And here's Rambo, ready to get fur flying again. I got a quick announcement for everybody. A lot of folks have been asking for a tarot home study course, and guess what? That's actually coming out July 1st. It's over 3 hours of video content teaching about the tarot, as well as a lot of accompanying documents you can keep on your computer. You can keep it all on your computer, actually. And right now I've got a pre-order special going on where you can actually pre-order your copy at a discount and get it as soon as it comes out, again, on the 1st of July. So if you want to do that, you can follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. It's the same place you go to get a reading with me. So what is going on with your astrology this week, Libra? Well, when we look at Tuesday, we've got Mercury, planet of communications, as well as haste and speed and all of that kind of stuff, moving through your 9th house of expansion, travel, higher education, as well as government and legal proceedings, forming a bit of a square to Neptune, currently in your 6th house of reputation, work, and your schedule. And whenever we have this going on, there could be a need to clear up some kind of misconception that could be impeding your progress in one of these areas, okay? Especially for those of you who are in school. There may be something going on where we have to clear up what has been put on record, especially about prerequisites, especially about anything that has to do with scores and tests and things like that. This could also be a time to clear up some misconceptions where people have actually taken requests that you have made in these areas about promoting yourself or broadcasting yourself, but they've done it the wrong way. They've taken what they thought was what you wanted and they've kind of run with it, and it's time to, reel it back in because somebody may be doing something the way they would as opposed to the way you told them they should. On Wednesday, we've got the Sun in this area of your 9th house making an opposition to Saturn, currently retrograde, in your 3rd house of communications, pacts, and promises. And this may be a situation where you kind of take responsibility away from somebody that has either partnered with you or volunteered for you, or somebody that you have hired to perform a specific task that is not up to snuff. This could be a situation where some of you who are self-employed may end up actually severing a contract or an alliance, or possibly get around to letting somebody go if you've already been thinking about the need to do so. There seems to, oh my goodness, we are in just a huggy place. And this can actually be something quite freeing if you've been trying to find a time or an opportunity to work up the nerve to do this. This may actually be something that you do in the middle of the week. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. So, when it comes to your cards for the week, Libra, let's have a look and see what's going on with the cards. Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Maven. And the Maven always talks about securing a big harvest for your future. This could be actually a really good week in spite of some of the challenges that we see from the astrology. The Maven talks about some kind of reward or award or something kind of coming your way unexpectedly that is meant to secure you for weeks and months to come. And the Maven is basically saying, be careful about doing what a lot of people would do in a situation with this kind of breakthrough. This is not a time to reinvest this energy, or maybe even these funds, if that's what it is, into something that needs to be leaving your life. You need to be saving this for yourself and for your future. Sometimes we tend to try and leverage new assets or, or actually put them to use right away. Again, we reinvest in our business, we reinvest in people, we reinvest in our alliances. And what needs to be understood is that with the Maven, this is kind of something that's meant for you to keep, not turn it around. It's kind of like taking money that's given to you as a gift and trying to, use it instead of treating yourself, which was the intention, you're using it to pay off a bill. Now, obviously, sometimes we feel like we need to do those things, but save and keep what you can. It's meant for you. It's not meant to feed into an existing cycle. Because we're talking about some, some freedom breaking through for a lot of you. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just stay right there. For your Earth sector, when it comes to work and finances, we've got the Knight of Swords reversed. And Libra, this could be talking about you, but You know, this could just as easily be another air sign, a Libra like yourself, an Aquarius or a Gemini, who is very, very hard to please because their complaint may be incomprehensible or their issue may be incomprehensible. A lot of the times with the Knight of Swords reversed, again, we see an issue with somebody who is not articulating their grievances properly, or their issues are actually misplaced. Their aggression is being misplaced. You know, this may be somebody who is trying to bring a problem to you that has nothing to do with you. Sometimes people have a tendency to, you know, especially when they're down in the dumps, especially at work and their work performance, it's somebody else's fault. It's my coworker's fault, or it's the situation that's, you know, a long, long time ago, or maybe it's, you know, it's the customer's fault, or maybe it's a customer blaming you. Sometimes you have situations where you can't actually go on to please somebody, and a lot of this week is talking about clearing up misconceptions, you know, people accepting proper responsibility for their issues. And this week, you may actually have some kind of payoff or payback coming your way, you know, in a good way, like a repayment, not payback in a bad way, if you're actually able to address this issue and confront it honestly and truthfully. Sometimes what happens is we're afraid to challenge, you know, again, a coworker or even a work friend or a customer because we're worried about looking ungrateful, we're worried about looking bad, we're worried about seeming unprofessional. But the problem is the Knight of Swords reversed is that this person is running on faulty information. And you yourself, like I said, if this is you, be careful about going on a big crusade, because you may have been acting on information that was given to you that was incomplete as well. So this needs to be straightened up. You know, we do still have a good week as far as work and finances are concerned, but what seems to be the biggest issue is that, again, people are kind of acting more on their emotional shock, awe, and offense, and less so much on actual facts. And so this is something you've got to work through. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, the others in your life, we do have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. And again, we have this issue where people are ignoring glaring obvious details, possibly on purpose. You know, sometimes the Eight of Pentacles reversed can indicate an issue with a friend or a relative that there's something that they don't want to see. There's something, there's their part in it that they don't want to see. Maybe they're asking you to do something for them with incomplete information. They're asking you to try and, you know, build a house, but you don't have any tools. It's like, oh, I'm gonna build a whole house, and I'm gonna use cutlery from the kitchen. You know, that doesn't make any sense. Somebody's trying to almost ask you to perform a miracle this week. You're out, and you can't do it. You can't do it, especially when, you know, maybe this person's also trying to save face. This person's also trying to make it look like there's, you know, an opportunity for you to make a buck, but you're not. The Eight of Pentacles reversed is saying there's an extra detail being left out on purpose, and it could be something that you need to either serve them well or serve the other well in this situation, especially if it's a group issue. And so again, why are we having all of this? Well, I think it's that Mercury square Neptune. I think that, again, sometimes people, when they get very they get into a very self-preservative kind of mentality, they do omit important information. They do get extremely political and litigious in the way they speak, and probably judicious with their truths as well. And you can't let yourself get caught up in that rabble. Your challenge this week with fire is the Eight of Pentacles upright. And this can indicate understanding when a situation is completely done and it's time to walk away. This may be a situation that has been over and done for a while, or this may be something that you just kind of finally get the understanding that it's done this week. You know, the Eight of Cups is always saying that, you know, when you choose to leave, what you leave will be replaced almost immediately. And that should always be incentive as well. Sometimes we're afraid to leave a situation because we don't know what else is out there. We don't know how fast or how soon a replacement is going to be available, especially if it's something that we do rely on. But with the Eight of Cups, what we tend to notice is that your challenge here is to heed the call to either replace or move on to something else. And this could have to do with walking away from, you know, again, from an obligation that you don't want to keep. This could end up walking away from a friendship. This, you know, all of these kinds of things. And when I look at the Eight of Cups, it's important to pay attention to where this situation, you're not getting through to them or it's not getting through to them. Either way, it's a battle you can't win. And you know what? It's okay. It's not necessarily the end of the world. You know, there is a lot of virtue to be understood in not fighting in futility. Okay, so after all of that, real talk, now we've got some really, really good. Alright, we've got the Ten of Pentacles upright for your emotions, for your relationships, your love life, with water. And, you know, with the Ten of Pentacles, we tend to always see something that has an opportunity to stand the test of time. And a lot of you single Libras out there may be meeting somebody within your own neighborhood, or maybe even meeting somebody through somebody close, you know, such as a close friend, a close family member. The Ten of Pentacles usually sets the stage for you to meet somebody. And again, this could even be somebody who lives, you know, within a half a mile of you. There is an opportunity for, again, this meeting to happen, and it looks like with the Ten of Pentacles it will be facilitated. The Ten of Pentacles can also indicate somebody who is interested in, again, something that is going to last the test of time. This is not a short-term thing. This isn't a casual thing. This isn't, I'm not looking for anything serious, but I still want to have you commit a lot of time and energy to us one-on-one, whatever that is. The Ten of Pentacles is a bit more substantial than that. And what I like about the Ten of Pentacles is that we do tend to see a bit more of a focus on somebody getting something structured and grounded. They want to establish something. Obviously, we don't want things to go too fast, and you know the Ten of Pentacles doesn't make things go too fast. It tends to talk about a big payoff to, you know, an investment. Gosh, the hair. It does talk about an investment, I guess you could say, that we are making in, you know, in this situation with this new person. But again, there's already a tie that binds for some reason. I'm just getting that impression. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Ten of Pentacles indicates a big success or a big windfall coming your way. This may be a windfall in terms of opportunity, maybe not necessarily money, but it could be. But the Ten of Pentacles always shows up as something that, again, that will stay with you and your partner. Whether this is extra money to invest in the home, or in the opportunity to expand on your family, or possibly the opportunity to finally get something cemented that has been too nebulous, it's been taking too long. We want to see that final manifestation substantiate for you and your sweetheart. This is the week where we see that start to crystallize. And again, this is meant to be something that carries into your future, as per the Ten of Pentacles and the Maven card. Okay? So that is your horoscope, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, please don't ignore when I say check out your rising sign. It will give extra information to, you know, to the reading that you're looking for. And if you're curious about that, I've got a special video instructing people on how that all works. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me or pre-order the Tarot Home Study course, you can go to my website, integrativemysticism.com.